Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, the third member of the Houston Texans Ring of Honor, a future first ballot Hall of Famer, an absolute dog of a human. Ladies and gentlemen, J.J. Watt.
Hey, thank you. AQ, got something for you.
Yeah, let's go Diamondbacks.
Let's go. I need that.
Randy.
Randy.
I know you're a new fan.
That's right.
You're a new fan, so I got you one.
So,
Thank you.
Randy, by the way, you make auto parts for the American man or American people because that's what you are. Is that what you're wearing?
You can get a better look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a bull's ass, but wouldn't you rather take the butcher's word for it?
Well done.
Nice.
All right, very thankful for you every single week, bringing up incredible movies of our past so we can have great nostalgia. You know who Tommy Boy is?
Of course.
Tommy
Boy, come on now.
Did you watch Mighty Ducks?
Rest in peace. Did I do what?
Did you watch Mighty Ducks?
No, I did not.
I mean, are you kidding me?
DJB.
Seen Tommy Boy?
Homework
I
assignment.
did.
What are you doing,
I did. The
DJB?
kids
Look at this
said,
guy. Look at
absolutely
this guy.
not.
Look
The
at
kids said, hell no. They got too many options these days, man. We got all this.
You had one job.
I
had
one job.
Now he's got 6 jobs. That's the problem.
I tried, JJ. I tried.
You did not try. It sounds like you didn't even make an effort.
No, you literally didn't. You literally did not try.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right. You know what? We'll just
know this one, though.
Okay, that's good.
Doesn't matter as
That
much.
is great to hear. But the Mighty Ducks one, I think you need it in your life, actually. You know, especially about halfway through the season right now. You've been working hard.
Did it age well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Gordon Bombay age well?
Yeah. Jeez Louise.
Minnesota Miracle Man did it age well.
Yeah, I did it age well. What a joke. This is disgusting.
Sorry, guys.
You sound like an idiot.
He did know Tommy Boy, though. So
did.
that's a good movie. Great movie. Let's move along here. JJ, how's Burnley doing? I heard we stink. What's going on?
We are finding ways that don't work so that we can find ways that do work.
You get Bournemouth.
That's what we're
You'll
doing
get
right
Bournemouth
now.
this
Gump,
weekend.
you got anything else you want to tell me? Anything else you want to freaking give me advice on?
I have a large wager on you guys against Bournemouth this weekend, JJ. I believe in your squad.
Yeah, I didn't even know Bournemouth
right.
was a team. Yeah, so good luck against Bournemouth. You guys need to get a win over Bournemouth.
Yeah, boy, oh boy.
Yeah, if you don't beat Bournemouth,
It's going to get loud.
especially from that Canadian man back there.
Yeah.
Gumpy, what's this Burnley squad do well that we can tell JJ? Do you know?
They don't defend terribly.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that is 100% the opposite correct answer. That is literally.
I mean, I don't know. You lost 3-0 to Brentford, JJ. What do you want me to say? Brentford stinks.
Well, I can tell you, if you let in 3 goals, you probably shouldn't say the defending.
Well, you didn't score either. What do you want me to say? You had a red card. Not even the discipline was good. Get the boys going. We got to win a match.
We have belief. We have optimism. We are going to find a way. It is the American Minority Owners Bowl this weekend. Michael B. Jordan is a minority owner in Bournemouth, and obviously myself in Burnley.
Are you guys going to be there? Are you going to fight before the game?
Kick his ass.
No, that already happened in Creed 2 or Creed 3. It was Drago.
And he won. He is.
Yeah, he did win.
Well, he is.
He's
properly jobbed.
Properly done.
Yeah, maybe shake his hand instead of punch him in the face.
He played football last year.
Good-looking human being. He's a good-looking human being.
Yeah. All right. That's a good transition, actually. I saw maybe the best put-together human being of all time this weekend, up close and personal. And I know that you are a strapping lad, big man. Wasn't able to use your golf club at the hole for challenge
Waste
management thing, where I'm on 60 to 80 milligrams, and I get dropped into maybe the most electrifying environment of all time, and I didn't even have a golf club, so I need JJ's. And it was way too big. The thing came out. It was like a hockey stick. I couldn't use that. So I had to use one of the fake ones. And then people say, you duffed it. No shit. I mean, I had no idea. That was awesome out there. That was awesome.
I mean, you were trying to hit that golf ball from a spaceship, Pat. You were
Normally pretty good at
high.
it. Normally pretty good at it. I didn't have good handle of that club. Nonetheless, you are incredibly built human. You're big, you're strong, you're fast, you're fierce, blah, blah, blah. Myles Garrett, this thing I've never seen anything like this. Obviously, that is what he looks like without a shirt on. So that's a nice little thing to have whenever you look in the mirror. Congrats to Myles Garrett being stropped, absolutely. But then you watch him play football. He's seemingly unblockable. He knows what the Colts are going to do. He jumps over the guard and the center from a 4-point stance at 270 pounds. It's like he's unstoppable. Is this guy... And I know in the pass rush community, there's a lot of guys on the Mount Rushmore and everything like that. But he has to be talked about as one of the guys like of all time, right? Already, is that how you're feeling?
He's an incredible player, man. And some of the things that he does from a physical standpoint. I mean, the field goal block was truly like an impressive thing. I mean, they basically tried to ban the jump over a few years ago because you can't put your hands on somebody's back while you're jumping over, which is what a lot of guys did. So he just said, "Screw it. I don't even need to put my hands on anybody's back. I don't even need to be standing up. I'll just do it from a 4-point." I mean, he is an impressive, athletic, physical freak, and then you combine it with good pass rush moves with the ability to do some of the things he does against double teams, against anything. I mean, this play against the Colts is a great example. The Colts put 2 guys on him. Now, if you're going to put 2 guys on him, I want to show this play from a different angle, from this angle. So let's take this play. You got the tight end and you got the tackle. Both guys are now on Myles Garrett. So if you're that tight end, you want to push Myles as wide as possible so that he has the furthest distance to go and also pass him off to your tackle. The first thing that the tight end does is kind of switches his feet, and Myles also knows the snap. He jumps the ball, so he's off the ball quicker than the tight end. So already, boom, he's past the tight end.
Same.
Now, if you're the tackle, AQ, you can talk to this. If I know that I've got a tight end to help me, and he's going to push Myles wide, I'm going to set back even further because I know I can get in front of him and then make it tough. I feel like that didn't happen here because this is way, way, way too easy for Myles just to run directly past 2 people. Give me your thoughts, AQ.
AQ, what the hell happened?
Jeez.
That was right in front of our suite, by the way. Like, literally right in front of our suite. Made eye contact with Myles Garrett. Right
about there?
Nope, not yet. He sees that the balls are covered. They have a touchdown. This game's probably over. And he turns around and starts doing the shrug thing. Right there. We are making eye contact, I believe. And then he just starts doing this one, and then he starts bouncing all the way off the sideline, and then the 4th Myles Garrett chant started from the Cleveland Browns fans that traveled very well. Why are they setting so shallow? That guy should have been getting straight back as fast as he could, AQ. Coach him up.
Listen here, and the thing that he's not talking about, they're also sliding the line that way. So if I'm the tackle, I want to almost get to almost head up because I know my guard has my inside too. So I'm flying back there, getting depth, staying square. You looked at him immediately, and he opened his shoulders. It's a classic no-no from a tackle. You know it, JJ. Gives him a 2-way go, and then he's just able to run the hump.
Hey, the whole place was chanting Myles Garrett. You know that.
Well, I mean, it was incredible. I mean, like that was one of those games where he almost single-handedly did it by himself, and those are incredible and impressive. I mean, he's literally putting points on the board for his team right there.
Well, the blocked kick, too. He's taking points on the board for the other. I mean, it's just he was everywhere. No offense, though. No offensive snaps. There he is. Go. I think they'll show that from the other end.
Oh, yeah. I mean, geez. Like, come on. Like, that's like playing a game on easy mode. And it's just, it just looks cool, too. I mean, it just looks really cool, man.
Well, you have to. So the amount of confidence it takes, obviously, and we've seen him box jump in the offseason where he's up over like 50 inches or 60 inches, whatever it is, and he's hopping up onto, and it's absolutely absurd. But he has to have the get off because that snap is going to be quick. So you can't get too high. You have to get kind of like a quick up and down, but you can't touch the center or the guard because that would be a penalty even if you touch him at all. It's just like the amount of confidence, control, explosion. He's up before anybody else. I mean, he's moving.
The explosion is incredible. I mean, like to go from that crouched position and to be able to do that. I mean, I've box jumped really, really high before, and I'm proud of my athleticism. I don't know if I could have accomplished that in that fashion. It was incredible.
Well, for the brand headquarters, thank you, because if Myles Garrett's going to start doing that on every kick, we're going to have to change some shit. Yeah. You know, that's going to have to really change some.
I was going to ask if you saw that coming over the line at you. Are you pulling the ball and running?
No. So I saw Jamie Collins. He did it. New England Patriots. He jumped. So we would go on 2, 3, 1. You know, because Vinatieri was confident enough for us. Like I could yell as much as I want. It's not going to affect him. Younger kickers, I don't think you can necessarily do that. It's easier to get a kind of a read on a younger kicker who maybe can't handle that. But Jamie had something. He knew exactly when we were snapping it, and he sprinted. He jumped over Overton. just completely over. And as I'm catching the snap, I'm actually looking at him. And in my head, I'm thinking, like, too high. He's going to get down. We'll be able to get this almost. Nah, hit him like right in the chest. He blocked He blocked the hell out of it. It was one. I almost pooped my pants, but I did chase the ball down just in case.
Yep.
But I don't know if you're going to pull that when Myles Garrett's in your,
No.
Like this is, he knew.
Oh, jeez.
Go back to the beginning there. Yeah, he knew. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
He had to protect himself
kick.
from the ball.
Yeah, he almost got hit right in the balls.
Yeah.
And other angle there, I think they'll have a back angle. You can actually see me look up and see him while I'm catching the football. I mean, I just double clutched there. What is that? I didn't think that was legal. But he started 1 yard off the ball because you're not allowed to be within a
You almost got to the ball, too.
Well,
You almost made it to the ball.
Well, I was going to tackle whoever picked it up.
Yep.
You know that.
Smart.
JJ, you've seen me in action. Obviously, you understand that I was going to level. I was going to headhunt
Yeah.
whoever thought they could take a point off the board for Adam Vinatieri. I think they'll show a back. What's that? What are you looking at? Yeah, here it is.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, bro, it
I
is.
saw you pop your head up.
Yeah, it is. Here, this is probably going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's staring straight at him.
Yeah, so old buddy saw Myles Garrett. Rigoberto Sanchez certainly saw Myles Garrett. And it's just like such a what the hell is that? And I think people think that's like easy to do because two people have accomplished it in the history. It's not. The amount of timing, everything. Myles Garrett's at a different level. Sorry, AJ, go ahead, pal.
I don't know. JJ, say you were an offensive coordinator, a hypothetical situation here. What would your plan be to try to block guys like Myles Garrett, like your brother TJ, that not only like are they just absolute game wreckers, but you never really know where they're going to line up. They can line up anywhere, hand on the ground, stand up in the middle, whatever it is. Like, what can you do against these people?
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing, and we talk about that play that we just talked about, is that the number one thing that I want to do if he's on the edge is I want to widen him out as far as possible. So I put a tight end or a bunch or something in his way to make him line up wider so he's physically further away from the quarterback. And then I also want to have either a chip or a double team or something like that, which they also had on this play. And then like AQ was talking about, I want to slide because I want that tackle to know that he can overset so that we can force him to go inside and have help. None of that obviously happened on that exact play, but that's the thing that frustrated me the most is if you put a guy out there to widen my stance and then you also slid the line my way, now I got to beat that tight end. Now I got to beat that tackle and probably have to beat a guard also if I did an underneath move. And then the other thing on that play that we didn't really talk about is the quarterback drifts just a little bit, which then allows you to really run that hump. Because if quarterback stays at 7 or 8 yards, that's the toughest spot to get to for us, that 7 or 8 yard window. Once you start to drift back to 9 yards, 10 yards, or you start to move off the spot, it does become easier to get to the quarterback at that point. So if you got guys in the middle that can push the pocket back and get the quarterback to drop back to 9 or 10, then you really got a good shot.
I'll tell you what. So a couple guys made mistakes on that play.
Sure.
We gave that Browns defense all they could handle, though.
Yeah.
Gardner Minshew II was running wild out there. 38 points. 38 points. I loved everything about it.
I mean, you guys are putting them up. You guys are putting points up down there. It's what is the stat? Like
The only team.
The only team in the NFL to put over 20 points.
Shane Steichen.
Impressive.
Shane Steichen, baby.
It's fun to watch.
Put the banner up.
Yeah, put the banner up.
Amen,
That's
brother.
like, we need to celebrate the little things. Life's already hard enough.
Come on.
True.
Put the banner up. We're the only team that has scored 20 points yet. Now, also, Anthony Richardson, successful shoulder surgery.
How about that?
That's
Yeah.
Great news.
Hang it. Hang it.
Right
Future
now.
of the program's coming back better than ever. You mentioned your brother there, and you talked about, like, Myles Garrett got triple teamed there. I don't think I realized that. That guard was certainly eyes looking out at him.
No doubt.
You have handled that, obviously, throughout your career. TJ's handled that through his career. What we saw TJ do this weekend, though, a little drop into coverage, looked like an athlete. Now, granted, gets tackled. Okay.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Need to end in the paint there, probably.
tough.
But this play, first play of the second half, certainly a way to start this thing. He had a little disguise on that as well, JJ.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those plays where I actually, like, a lot of stuff he does, I'm like, yeah, okay, all right, nice play, good play. This is one where I was like, all right, I'm actually impressed by this play. So he's dropping into coverage. He's obviously got some form of responsibility out there. Either it's a hook curl or he's helping with the flat. But he kind of baits them into this throw here, leaving it open and then breaking at the exact perfect time, coming across and making a play. I mean, he legitimately looked like a proper defensive back or linebacker here. I mean, he's making this break before Matt even takes his front hand off the ball, already knowing where he's going to try and go with it. I mean, that is a hell of a play. And
Look
I
at
have to give him
DJ,
credit for that.
Unreal.
Athlete.
And then, I mean, they hands the offense the ball inside the 10-yard line, and that was honestly a game-changing point in the game for them. And, I mean, we've talked about it all year long. Like, that defense is really literally putting points on the board for the offense and helping keep the Steelers. I mean, at 4-2, top of the division. It's the toughest division in football there. That was a great play.
He keeps that ball? Yeah, you guys keep balls?
I don't know if he'd keep that one. I think if he scored, he might keep it. The one we always talk about, which is fumble recoveries. Like, we never, ever keep a fumble recovery because we didn't do anything special. We just fell on a ball that was laying on the ground. So we always talk about those ones where it's like they come and try and hand us the ball, and I'm like, what did I do? I did nothing special here. I just grabbed it.
That's awesome. So that was always your rule, and then TJ just has to live by it because JJ lived by it pretty much?
No, he agreed with me. He was like, because he agreed. That I think the Alex Highsmith one earlier in the year where TJ picked it up and went and scored, Alex kept trying to give TJ the ball, and he was like, TJ was like, dude, you did the hard part. I literally just picked up the pieces and made it happen. So, yeah, we kind of know what is hard to do and what is easy to do, and recovering a fumble is pretty easy.
You Watts are awesome. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, JJ, I just want to let you know, like, if someone ever asked you, would you take a bullet for your brother, you could say no, because I'll step right in and I'll take a bullet for that.
How about that?
I just want you to know that.
How about that?
And I'll be right behind him in
Nick's
case it
right
goes through
behind
him.
me, and thousands of other Yinzers are behind him.
And that high school ref that everybody learned about?
Yep.
He's going,
Yeah.
listen, first down,
Love that guy.
second down, I'll be third down for the bullets for TJ Watt. I mean, that is really how Pittsburgh feels. What a perfect fit of a guy, honestly, with a city.
Oh, it's fun, man. It's really cool to see. And I know, I mean, when he signed his contract there, his extension, there were some people saying that was, too much. It was more guaranteed than they'd ever given, a lot of things like that. But I mean, I'm proud of him. I think the goal is to always try and be underpaid or prove that you're worth what they're giving you and give the fans and give the city everything that they deserve. And when I watch him play, I'm extremely proud as an older brother because I feel like he does that every time he steps on the field.
We got to be there one time for him coming out last, and it was banana. The place, big pop, not easy to win over Pittsburgh. But I'll tell you what, you're TJ Watt, and you say, don't give me that ball. I fell on a fumble. That ain't worth a damn. It's like, you could just take it to the kids. You just want to have it. Somebody else's ball. You ended up with it. Nah, it's disgusting. Yeah, I don't want to do it. Don't do it.
This brings up another conversation. I'm fascinated to get your guys' opinions on it. Game balls. Like, do you have them all up in your house? Like, if the whole team got a game ball, are you putting that one up? Or if you specifically got, how do you do it?
AJ, you first, pal.
Yeah, they're in my basement in a thing somewhere. Yeah, in like a container. Basically all my stuff is, I think.
I would like to let everybody know that I have no clue where my game balls are. I got one basically every single win, too.
I got most of them in my garage, but I got a few of them in the office.
Did you say you got a game ball every single win?
Pretty much, yeah, dude. I mean, I was unconscious there for like 4 years. Every punt was perfect. I really was. I mean, it was absurd. It was absolutely. And Vinny didn't miss for like 2 years, so it's pretty much just like special teams. Thank you. Yeah. Here's a couple game balls. Let's move along. Like it was kind of like that. Yeah. Not before that. Like the last 3 years, pretty much of my career.
Unit.
Yeah,
it was a hell of a.
Yeah, we had
fourth down army was a unit.
Yeah, we kind of handled our shit there for a bit. We've lost a couple of them. Real life stuff. But boy, we were really getting after it. Yeah, what do you do? You have I assume they're all framed?
Just literally put them up in my gym.
Shipyard, baby.
But I got some
Nice.
I got some good team balls though. Super Bowl champ one.
Oh, this guy.
I got some good ones to hang up on the wall.
That is
Son of a
awesome.
bitch.
We had a couple guys on our team get them that like half a pressure, good leadership.
Oh yeah.
What a speech on the sideline. Game ball,
Who's that? AJ?
Yeah. No, AJ wasn't on our. I've never been in there. It was good. Those were always great though. It's like, I don't know if that person deserved it. Now, what does my game ball mean? Nothing. Jeez. If that guy's getting, what does anybody? We can't take any of this serious. And then you get outside the team meeting, it's like, did you see? And we're like, yep, we saw. the whole
This is all bullshit, huh?
I was really proud of myself. I had a pretty good game. Connor has a question for you, JJ.
Yeah, JJ, we all know the real reason you wore that shirt is because it's got that Kelly green look to it, and you just love those alternate jerseys, and I know that is exactly why you wore that. But what did you see from the Eagles this weekend? I believe Jalen Carter had himself a game, and that entire D-line once again showed up.
A, you're correct. The Kelly Green looked phenomenal. Incredible uniform. B, the Eagles' defensive line seems to just be constantly reloading with incredible talent year after year. And obviously you can say pretty much the same thing about the offensive line. But watch this play. Rewind it. Go back to the start. Now I want you to imagine you're Tua standing there. Watch this defensive line, and you tell me what you're supposed to do when this comes at you. You got Jalen Carter literally throwing his dude directly on the ground. You got the two edges flying off. Tua's backed up 15 yards before the plays even got a chance to do anything. I mean, they've got Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham, who have been there forever and who've been crushing forever. Then you add Hassan Riddick on the edge, who's just, in my opinion, still underrated, playing incredible. And then another underrated guy on the other side in Josh Sweat, who's playing incredible football this year. I don't know how they constantly get away with it, but every year they just seem to reload that defensive line and add to the pieces they already have. And I think that the reason they're being so successful lately is because they start with that O-line and D-line. And, I mean, they've done a really good job.
Sirianni has actually said that because his father at IUP in Western Pennsylvania said the only way you win is through the offensive line and defensive line, baby. And he told Howie that.
That's right. O-line, D-line, Howie.
O-line, D-line, Howie's how we're going to win that thing. And they built the team like that. And I think that's how every team should build. Don't you think?
Yeah, and then you add a guy like Byard, and now they have even more time to rush the passer. I mean, they've already got a great defense going, and you add a guy like that, and I mean, they've built it well up there. And obviously, when you got a guy like Jalen leading the whole way, who is very calm and collected and seems to be poised and under control, it's an impressive outfit, man.
Yeah, Byard is excited, I assume, to get to the Eagles. And the Kelly Green, if they wore it every week, he would be pumped about. But he is missing out on, because he got traded, maybe the greatest throwback jersey in the NFL.
Here we go.
Yeah. So that
Here
is
we
a
go.
bummer.
I mean, you
I don't
chose
know.
violence. You chose violence. Here we go.
No, I'm just saying, like, Byard was informed that he was traded to Philly. He's like, well, I got to move and everything.
I want to go.
But I don't even get a chance
Can I take the jersey?
to wear throwback jerseys this week. These are the best ones in the entire NFL. So that's a bummer for Byard, man. I'm pretty.
All right. Let's talk about it.
Well, we
Let's
do
talk
Jersey
about it.
talk every week.
Yeah,
we do Jersey talk.
Let's
every
talk
week.
about it.
Talk about it.
Okay,
Let's unpack that, JJ.
we're gonna upset some people, which is fine, but it's a real, legitimate conversation that I would like to have. I also know that you're just trying to distract from the uniform situation you had going on last week.
Hey, look, 38 points on the best defense in the history of the NFL. So if you want to distract on that, yeah, the boys were flying around. All black would have definitely been cooler, but and they thought they had a primetime game at some point because they called it Indiana Nights. Only team with no primetime game. There's a new rule. Amazon said not everybody just gets a Thursday night game anymore, and we were the ones that lost out on that. So Indiana Nights in the afternoon against Cleveland and losing, obviously tough, but they look cool. Let's get back to the good.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the good.
Okay.
Throwback uniform.
I will say this. The Oilers uniforms look phenomenal. There was never a question if they were going to look phenomenal. They look incredible. They are one of the best uniforms in sports. Obviously, being from Houston, we've talked about this before, and I know Tennessee fans are going to be all up in my mentions again, but the reality of the situation, and I'll explain it one last time, is I lived and played in Houston. I wanted to wear those uniforms very badly. They have such a massive history and tradition with Love You Blue, with Bum Phillips, with everything that went on there. I understand at the end with Bud Adams and everything that happened in the move. I don't even want to get into all of that. I also love Amy Adams-Strunk. She's incredible. She donated to the Hurricane Harvey fundraiser. Nothing against her, nothing against that organization. I loved playing in Tennessee every time I played there. I just know, having lived in Houston for 10 years, and the people there and the connection that they have to Earl Campbell, to Warren Moon, to these guys that wore them, to Billy White Shoes, these guys that wore those uniforms and what that meant when they played in that Astrodome, it hurts to not have been able to wear those in Houston, and it hurts to see them being worn somewhere else.
Hey, we're heartbroken for Houston.
Damn.
Bullshit.
I don't like it every week. The Titans do that.
That sucks.
Me neither.
Right in the face, they're shoving it.
It is bullshit.
How about the NFL marketing it too? Ooh, look at these
Boo,
frogs.
boo everybody. Boo everybody.
Stand up.
These are so sick.
You would think Braves would have some
And they have to
sense of
look so
history
good,
since
too.
he was in Houston.
Like,
This is Braves' fault.
Yeah, and we don't know if Raves is promoting it or he's allowing it. We know that.
He's promoting New
imagine,
England.
think about the sideline gear too. The sideline gear is going to look incredible.
the hats.
I mean, hats are going to be great.
Give him the old school starter coats too on the sideline.
Yeah.
Maybe a white sweatshirt with just the Oilers logo right in the center. I mean, it's just a good look. It's just a good.
I
look.
thought the Titans were going to do it against the Texans.
Yeah, that'd
That
have
would
been
been sweet.
That's
They
what,
are later in the year.
Oh, they're going to wear it again?
Twice?
I believe so.
Whoa.
The
I
Texans
thought
gonna
so.
wear.
Are they coming?
I thought that was.
Is it in Houston? And
I thought they were doing it against the Texans. I mean,
they're coming into town. Look at me. Look at
I
us.
thought that was. I could be wrong. I mean, I have no information. I don't do any research for this show. But
Respect. Me neither. Yeah, me neither.
if they do, you can't lose that game as Houston. You just have to. You have to avenge your. And then the winner of that game should get the uniforms.
Oh, pink slips. I like
idea.
this.
That's a good idea.
I like this. Let's do pink slips for the uniforms.
Yes.
That's cool.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
So maybe Houston wears the white one, and then they wear the baby blue one.
Ooh.
So then both teams can wear the throwback.
Yes.
And then it's a battle for who gets to keep it. And on the field, the other team,
Has to, yeah.
Take them off.
take them all
Has to
off.
leave naked.
Never wear them again.
Yep.
Yeah. See ya.
That's a great idea.
Sweet.
Come on, Raj. You want to
Dude,
evolve
can you think of, if you think of the Oilers uniforms, where do you think of them playing? Like, can you think of one single memory of them playing anywhere but the Astrodome?
Pittsburgh Steelers. They played a lot of games at Three Rivers Stadium,
Okay,
Dahn.
okay.
Yeah, well,
Whenever it used to
I
be
meant home,
Pirates.
I meant home games.
AFC Central.
Yeah.
I was talking home games. I meant home games. Like, do you have any memories of the Oilers wearing them in Tennessee? I mean,
We weren't alive yet.
I can't
I didn't-
see Aaron McNair airing it out wearing that uniform.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Rest in peace,
I
by
can,
the way.
I can.
He used to be able to sling that
Yeah.
thing.
Vince
yeah.
Young when he was running around wild when he was a rookie.
Oh, yeah.
All over the place.
did Vince Young wear those uniforms?
Yeah, they wore throwbacks then.
course.
So-
Jake Locker.
Yeah.
Jake Locker, Hasselbeck,
Yeah.
Charlie
Ooh.
Whitehurst.
Yeah.
Come
Speaking
on.
of Jake Locker, shout out Bill Levis getting the start this weekend for them.
Yeah, Will Levis is going to look great in these things.
Uh-huh.
CJ2K.
It's a new history. That's what they're trying to build. But we understand.
Hop gets to wear them. The first thing I texted Hop when he signed with the Titans, I said, those uniforms are going to look good on you, bud.
Oh, so this is so every week.
Wow.
So every week, JJ would like to talk about uniforms. Every single week. This is a real thing that has happened, in conversations before show. So now we're learning that maybe it all started because of Houston getting screwed out of their own uniforms.
Sounds like it.
Is that what it is, JJ? Is that how it all started?
What do you mean? Yeah, that's what I've been saying the whole time.
No, but I'm saying like you have an obsession with uniforms. Like you like
Oh,
uniforms.
I'm a uniform aficionado. Yes, I grew up reading Uni Watch in like 9th, 10th grade. I would always see what's going on, all the little intricacies. I love like the little patches and the little details. Yeah, I'm very big on the uniform game. I love it.
And then he went to Houston, and they got screwed out of the best uniform in the game.
what a bummer.
I mean, that's quite a recipe for a guy to have a little bit of a vendetta here in 2023. Excited to see what happens. Maybe they'll do pink slips for it. Good, AJ.
Jace, what do you think about these college teams having like 7 different alternate uniforms? And they play a big game, and all of a sudden they have a completely new thing we've never even seen. Are you a fan of that?
It really depends on how good they are. Like, I do think that the traditional teams with great uniforms don't need to change it up. I mean, I think Alabama, Penn State, USC, like some of those iconic uniforms. I think even you look at Notre Dame in the iconic great uniforms that they have. Sometimes when they switch it up, you kind of look at it and you're like, you're Notre Dame. Like, you don't have to switch it up. You guys, you have it. You did it. But then you look like some of Oregon's combinations are phenomenal and incredible. And I mean, really, really cool. So it just depends on how good you do it and how well you execute it. I mean, I grew up watching the Miami Hurricanes, and I was a massive Hurricanes fan. And those jerseys when, Ken Dorsey and that whole team, Willis McGahee and those guys were out there balling, I love those uniforms.
What about the West Virginia ones? You like them?
I do. West Virginia just, I'm trying to think. They did a uniform. I think they did one of those like uniform reveal things where they showed how they went and shot it. Or maybe that was Appalachian State.
Yeah, it was Appalachian State. They were in the waterfall. Two different schools. They're both Mountaineers.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Trust the climb.
Those two mixed up.
This is
I don't know how you got
disgusting.
those mixed up.
Country Roads, though, they did the Country Roads jersey last year.
Oh yeah,
And the West Virginia Hawks.
No, that's phenomenal.
He does.
I like the West Virginia colors. I like West Virginia. I'm a fan. I was actually going to look into part of my weekly thing. I'm trying to find possibly a Pat McAfee high school jersey.
99 pounds. It's going to be tough to find. I wore a quad XL 99 shirt because grows a
That thing was massive.
so big.
Unreal.
Tucked it in my pants. It like my knees. Through the pants, you could see it. It's the jersey. It's awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Did you have the pants where you got to still slide in the thigh pads, knee pads, but then put the belt loops through the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
hip pads?
Classic.
What a nightmare that was, man.
Yeah, that was a nice welcome to football thing. Then obviously the whole shoulder pads thing, but the belt loop with the tail pad and the hip pads and having to time them up and do that whole thing. I'm not a seamstress. What am I doing here? I feel like I've taken.
Oh, and you wash your high school pants like once every 2 months, maybe. I mean, those things were rank.
Yeah. Well, I didn't sweat much. I mean, I was there on Fridays, and
Yeah,
I'll see you guys next Friday. But it was
I forgot.
it was a good time. Whoa. Okay. The way you're saying that, a little bit disrespectful.
I forgot. I mean, did you play soccer and football in high school? Do kickers allowed to do that?
In Pennsylvania, yeah. I assume that was everywhere. There's some places where they don't let them do that, though. There's some states where that is not
Most
allowed.
places they don't. Most places they don't do that.
That doesn't make much sense to me. I don't know why
No
you would.
sense.
Those places are stupid.
So were they at the same season? So you would go to soccer practice and football practice?
First game I actually came from. No, I wouldn't go to football practice. First game I played, I came from a soccer game. I showed up like 20 minutes before the game started, pretty much. First game I ever played for the high school team. Had no idea.
Oh, I was joking. I didn't know this was serious.
Yeah, what are you talking about? This is a real
You
deal.
came to a few Thursday practices.
Yeah, we worked on a couple fakes. Never got called, which is a damn shame. I should have had 6-7 touchdowns.
No,
Well, you had that one, though, where it was a bad
That was
snap.
a bad snap.
You
I
just
threw-
showed up on Fridays and slaughtered balls.
Slaughtered balls. I used to just murder balls. The boys were actually pretty excited to see me too. It wasn't like I wasn't friends with the football team either. It was like, hey, how's the week been? Man, pretty good. Soccer team. We went 2-0. I was supposed to make it for soccer. I had like 10x the amount of scholarships for soccer than I did for football. And not a lot of people at our school get scholarships for sports. So it was like a lot of people were just trying not to mess it up. Like Coach Romito was our football coach, and he was like, I am not going to mess up what you have going on with soccer. And I'm like, I'm kicking 70-yard field goals. I think we should. I think we should maybe
Think about
I think we should maybe think about it or whatever. But yeah, I just showed up on Fridays, and it was obviously a welcome to football moment when I went to college, and it was like, I went into a summer workout, so I'm there every day, every practice, every meeting. And it was like, this is the football world. Holy shit. What an interesting place this is that you guys have lived in. It's been awesome. Ty has a question for you, JJ.
JJ, for the Lions D, is this last weekend just kind of the definition of a, bury the ball, bury the film kind of game when they're so good coming in, and then the Ravens score touchdowns, I think, on their first 4 possessions, and the game's pretty much over. And then on the flip side of that, how humbling is it to go against a guy like Lamar Jackson, regardless if it's someone like you who is going to be a future, a first ballot Hall of Famer? Like, how humbling is it knowing you're an incredible athlete and then you can still go on the field and that guy can make you just look like a moron?
Oh yeah, it is very humbling. And the funny thing about it is there are times when you can do everything exactly right against Lamar. So when you're playing against Lamar, and the Lions, I got a clip that I can show you that does this. So when you're playing against Lamar, what defensive coordinator will tell you is, guys, we have to rush to the level of the passer and keep him contained in the pocket. We don't want to give him escape lanes and the B gaps. We want to rush to the level. So right here, look, both outside guys are at the level of the quarterback. We've got basically the inside gaps pretty much covered up. He has nowhere to escape. This picture is exactly what your defensive coordinator wants to see. This is exactly how he sees it.
Well done, Lions. Way to go.
Defense.
Great job. Great job, guys.
boys.
You crushed it.
Congrats.
Oh, yeah, but we are playing against Lamar Jackson. So even though we did everything as good as we can possibly do it, this happens. And then you're like, okay, so this guy's got him. This guy's going to come up and grab him. Nope, he's going to juke him out and then throw a touchdown pass. I mean, there are times where as a coach, as a player, you're just sitting in that meeting room And honestly, they'll put on that piece of film and they'll say, guys, I don't know what else to tell you here. You guys, you did your job. He just made a great play. He gets paid too.
No, so they're not saying we went from the brand new lines where it was perfect to the same old lines where it was terrible. They're not blaming anybody. They're just recognizing the fact. Yeah.
But when you do give up 28 in the first half, then you like it's not like that every single play. You can't just say, yes, he's a magician. We lost to him. No, there's definitely some other things to be fixed there. But to the bury the ball fact, like it's very interesting because a lot of times the bury the ball game or don't even look at the film, move on. That comes after maybe 2 or 3 losses where you're like, all right, we just got to clean slate it and move forward. After one tough loss like this, you could go one of 2 ways. You could say, let's not watch the film, let's just get back to being ourselves, or you could hyperanalyze this one and say, we got to really lock in and get better. On a play like that, there literally is nothing you can do. That's just a guy making a good play. But the rest of the game, there were certainly some things that you can get better at.
How were the players-only meetings in buildings that you were in? You were speaking, you were leading those things? Yeah. Because you said bury the ball. Obviously, bury the ball is one stage. Yep. And if it keeps getting bad, players-only meetings coming right around the corner. Of course. How was the players-only meetings with you, JJ? You lead the way up there?
If you're at players-only meetings point, just go ahead and book your January vacations. I mean, that's just go ahead, get Cabo, get your flights lined up because if you're having players-only meetings, it is over, buddy. I have never been in one where I came out of it and I was like, yes, let's go.
Figured it out.
Like if you're in players-only meetings, like you're just literally kind of looking around like, oh, okay. So, and then this guy comes up with a super passionate speech and he's like, guys, we got to play for each other. We have to do this. And then this other guy's like, yeah, but we're not, it's the coaching, man. This is some stupid shit. And like, and then this guy over here is like trying to defend the coaches. And he's like, no, man, it's not them. It's us. And it is a nightmare.
They always work out well. I don't think I've ever heard a single player say players-only meetings, good things.
Nope.
Haven't heard a single one, but they will still continue to get called for, I assume, at some point.
Has anybody ever come out of a players-only meeting and then gone on a run? Like, has that ever happened?
I mean, let me check my Rolodex of players-only meetings. I don't think so. Let's just say no for the sake, but this is very much our show where we do no research because we have no idea what's going to come up. I love to hear that you are not a players-only meeting guy alongside every other human that I've ever talked to that has ever been in the NFL. And if it was players-only meeting or bury the ball type scene for the brand new Lions, and I'm not saying it is or not, Lamar's 16-1 against the NFC now. 16-1 against NFC teams. And if you start thinking about that, does that mean anything? No. But you can start saying maybe the AFC is a little bit more stacked. Lamar Jackson is playing his best ball that he's played. Josh Allen going through something right now with the Buffalo Bills. Patrick Mahomes, though, the clinic that he and Travis Kelce just put on make us believe that the Chiefs are still the Chiefs, right, in the AFC, and everything runs through them with how he's playing right now?
Yeah. I mean, I think that we kind of get to this point, even with Lamar, we also do it with Pat, where somebody plays so great and plays so well for such an extended period of time that we almost get bored with the greatness of it. And I think people are constantly trying to find these things about Mahomes or trying to, the offense isn't clicking that well or they're not doing this or not doing that. Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes. He's still the MVP. He is still playing at a high level. He's still dominating this league. I don't think that we should get bored with watching greatness and with appreciating greatness. I do think there is this fatigue factor where, that's just what he does. He just plays that well. Who's the MVP? Let's go find it. Is it Brock Purdy? Is it this guy? Is it that guy? Well, Patrick Mahomes is still playing unbelievable football. Let's make sure we're giving people their flowers at the right time. And I mean, this is just incredible.
Yeah,
this isn't normal. This isn't normal stuff. Like, that's just he just threw a 60-yard pass to Travis Kelce. That's not, you can't just let that be normal. That's incredible.
Well, and also, Travis Kelce's not running routes that are play calls. So it's like him and Patrick Mahomes are running 2 different plays than the rest of the team, and then they're always on the same page. And his acknowledgement or awareness of where the line of scrimmage is another sneaky talent that I don't think gets talked about much with him because he moves. Same with Lamar. He moves and he'll have 1 foot behind it and he still believes he can run where I assume, and we saw the play earlier, most quarterbacks are scared to death. Am I past it? Am I not past it? He's never past it, it seems like. He's always making plays.
Never.
And Taylor Swift and the Swifties have a front row seat to it all. What a perfect team for them to get involved in football to watch.
Yeah, no, I mean they've only won a couple Super Bowls already. The thing that they were missing is more fans, so it's awesome. So
Yeah, their franchise was going down. Nobody really knew about them. Taylor and Travis.
Oh yeah.
See the kiss, smooch on the cheek.
Yeah.
See smooch on the cheek.
I
Lipstick.
saw.
Take
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it just looks. There's got to be a wedding soon, right?
We hope so.
I think
Keep
so.
going, you two lovebirds.
At Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Keep going, you
Yeah,
lovebirds.
Dad, Papa Kelsey's now in the equation.
Oh.
Hadn't heard from him at all before, but now we're hearing. He said Taylor's
Yes.
a very, very smart girl.
Dad, Papa
Great to
Kelsey's a
see.
legend.
Great to see Dad Kelsey. Getting in.
We know a lot about Papa Kelsey. We know Mama Kelsey. We know Jason Kelsey.
Right.
And we know Travis
Big
Kelsey
fan.
has finally found his love.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I'm happy for them. Darius has a question for you.
Everybody in the Kelsey family seems awesome. I mean, it really is cool to have them playing at such a high level and to have everybody highlighted. Like sometimes you get some fatigue or you get old. I like seeing everything with the Kelseys, man. They just seem like good people.
It's like the Waltz.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, it is like, look at this.
Cool.
This is really cool.
You guys should hang out.
You guys know each other. Go on.
This is great.
Yeah, it's great. Darius has a question for you about offense.
Yeah, we got a lot of these pass rushers doing some great things. We talked about Myles Garrett, obviously your brother as well, but something they're not doing, playing offense. You obviously played offense. What was that conversation like with your coach? Did you present that to him, or did he come to you and actually do some offensive red zone snaps?
Yeah, I appreciate that, first of all. Not everybody can do it. It's much harder. It's so much harder. I mean, on defense, you just they just say, find the ball, get the ball. And we all say, no problem. Now, to go on the offensive side of the ball, you got to be cerebral.
Okay.
You got to use your brain.
Right.
You got to be a smart cat. No, but the conversation was, I mean, I would always mess around. I always prided myself on being a great athlete. So I always wanted to do everything I possibly could. So before practice, catching kicks, catching punts, playing with the quarterbacks, playing catch, whatever I can to just kind of be an overall athlete. And so I would start doing that, and then you do one-handed catches, and then you start to, do it in front of the coach, and you're like, hey, look, I can do this. Hey, look, I can do this. And then you just try and plant it in his ear. But I can't remember exactly how it ever first came up. But a cool story that I do have, because Bill O'Brien is the one that did it. Bill O'Brien is the one who gave me the opportunity to play on offense.
Oh, the guy you fought.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Fought him.
Punch
before he
him.
left.
That's what we fought about. I was like, I should be playing every play. But I believe it was his first game as head coach. It was a home game, and at the end of the game, we were down and we were going to kick an onside kick. And I went up to him and I said, put me on the onside kick team. Mind you, I had never been on an onside kick team. I had no reason whatsoever to be on an onside kick team. But I was so confident in myself that I was like, just put me out here. I don't know where I'll go, but I'm going to get
I'll
this.
find a ball.
And it was his first game as head coach. So I appreciate that he listened to me. He's like, all right, go ahead. So I went out on this onside kick team and didn't even get remotely close to getting the ball, didn't even get remotely close to anything. But I always thought that was a cool thing that he was like, yeah, you are an athlete. You can go out there and get it. So give it a shot. And I also appreciate that with playing tight end because he did give me the opportunity. And, I mean, it was very, very successful.
And we'll see you tomorrow, ESPN. All right, nailed it. Perfect.
Yep.
Let's
Bye,
go.
guys.
Perfect.
That was perfect. That was the best ending we've ever had.
Yeah.
You were right there on the screws, dude. You were right there on the screws.
All right.
No, don't be
Look at the
sorry.
clock.
As you were no, because the clock's changed and your clock might not match up with our clock, which might not match up with their clock. There's been a lot of clock issues, big clock problems. We're swinging around these clock problems like they're nobody else's business. But you literally wrapped that story up as the show was ending. That's the greatest ending we've ever had.
Right on the money.
Hey, I'm proud of you, dude. That's that innate ability.
you.
Work, JJ.
Athlete.
That's that natural athleticism.
Yeah.
He knew where the line of scrimmage was.
So, what did you do on that onside kick? You didn't know where the ball was going?
Yeah. No, it was one of those that bounced directly to the guy. He caught it and laid down, so there was nothing to do. But I literally believed I was going to get it. I was an idiot, man. I literally just had so much self-confidence, unrightfully, that I was like, yeah, I'm absolutely getting this football. No idea. I didn't even know how to time it up because I've never seen the kicker.
It all seems so ridiculous looking back on it, but that unflappable confidence is a massive deal to professional athletes. There's a narrative building a little bit that maybe Josh Allen's starting to question himself, or maybe some other quarterbacks are starting to lose their confidence. Is that something you can get back, you think, once you lose it? Or have you ever had any issues like that during your playing career?
Yes. I have, and I can speak to this very clearly because I've gone through this a lot with injuries and things like that. But you definitely can get it back. But there is also something about when you have that unflappable confidence from the beginning and you don't lose it. Like once you lose it, then always kind of in your head, you know that there can be questions. You know that there can be times where you don't have that confidence. In the very beginning, when you're so naive and you don't know any better, it's like this crazy, unbelievable phenomenon where you just don't believe that anything bad can happen at any point. I was actually just talking to this about with Matt Burke, the Texans D coordinator, because we were talking about young guys and young team, and I was like, sometimes there is a massive benefit to having a young team because they don't even know what pressure is. They don't even understand what they're doing and what they're accomplishing, and they don't even know that pressure is a real thing. So they just go out there and they play and they have fun and they perform better than they might have performed otherwise. But yes, for myself, that first wave of confidence that if you've been there, I know any great athlete's been there. There is just nothing better than when you're like, anything that I do is going to be successful. It is the best feeling in the world.
I had that in a pickup basketball game one time just a few years back. It was awesome. That hoop looked like it was this big. You know what I mean? I was just throwing it up, and then my cardio caught up to me, and it was like, oh, humble time. Sure. How you doing? Keep it moving. But it is nice whenever you see guys in the zone clearly and ladies in the zone clearly. It's a wild phenomenon because like your mindset and confidence is something you can control, but it directly affects your performance as well in all walks, whether you're an entertainer, an actor, comedian, anything. If you have to perform a craft, if you have confidence, you're going to be so much better, and it's all self-controlled. It makes no sense to me. I don't fully comprehend it.
I got an interesting thing that you guys can relate to here, and I'm fascinated to hear your thoughts. So at the height of it, 2014, 2015, when I was playing my best ball, I was trying to find literally any edge I could possibly find. And this confidence that we're talking about is one of the biggest things. And pregame songs and everything is so important. And
20% luck, 50% skill, 20% power and will.
So I had this idea, and I was literally trying to find any little edge I could find. I had this idea that at the end of the season, I would not listen to any song on my pregame playlist until the next season started because I wanted that mentality to kick back in at the same time next year, and I didn't want it to fade. So once I kicked those songs back on, I wanted it to be right back to it. So I didn't get to listen to Eminem Lose Yourself for 6 months.
I don't know how you did that, especially at that time. Did it work?
No, didn't work. So,
actually hated the songs. No. Yeah, it turned out.
No, I got hurt. I got hurt that year, so it didn't work.
6 months.
A lot of wasted time. Could have been listening to great music. Just wasted it.
Yeah, it also could have got jacked up for those lifts, Could have got better. I actually got rid of all my pump-up music for all my off-season workouts because I thought it didn't work. Hey, you know what? You take that into the next year.
That's right. Boom.
And then you move.
It was a long-term experiment. The thesis took a long time to play out and not very long to disprove. So that was stupid.
Last question, AJ.
When you were talking about the whole confidence thing, it got me thinking of, I heard some golfers talk about when, as golfers get older, they have these mental scars because they've been second place in the major, third place. They've competed, but they missed putts in huge moments. And as they get older, those scars continue to come up in their brain again and again, and it gets harder and harder. You're right when you said there's something to having a young, naive team. How could you find a nice balance of a young, naive team that doesn't even know the great things they're doing and don't even understand the stage they're on, also with some vets that get it and are confident and can kind of lead the way?
Yeah, 100%. I think you do have to find that perfect balance because you want vets who are going to let those young guys be naive and be fun and feed off of that because it also gives energy to the vets. It also keeps the vets young and makes them kind of have that vibe and have that youth, that fountain of youth. But then you also need those vets to be able to foresee issues that are going to pop up and kind of prevent them from happening without taking away the innocence of those young guys. So whether it's, you're going to win the division and you can't party celebrating the division because you still got to go out there and secure the number one seed or whatever it was. You got to have the guys that can say, hey, guys, we don't need to celebrate this that hard because we've got bigger goals ahead. Little things like that make such a big difference. And it's just having that right combination of those young guys and those vets. But it makes a world of difference when you get that perfect combination and a coach who knows how to let all of that play out and not get overly into it and not try and micromanage.
You're friends with a lot of those golfers, right? Aren't you, out there?
John Rahm.
Yep.
Yeah. Golfers are fascinating, man. Fascinating.
What do they drink? They smoke dope? What do they do? What do they do? What do they do?
No, I mean, the ones that I know don't do a lot of. They play a lot of golf, man. They play a whole lot of golf, and it's the most mental. Like, it's fascinating to pick their brains and the stuff that they want to learn about, because I'm like, they'll try and ask me questions about routine and nutrition and lifting and things, and I'm just like, I can't do anything remotely close to what you can do. I don't know how the hell you want me to help you, man. Like, you just piped a drive 350 yards dead center for 18 straight holes, and I shot 110. What the hell am I going to help you with?
So you suck at golf? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I suck. John, if I play with John, he's got to give me 2 strokes a hole, and then it's competitive.
He's number 1 in the world, though.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Pretty good golfer.
Pretty good. I don't think you should be comparing yourself to fucking John Rahm. You know what I mean? Like, to me, are you a good golfer? Are you like?
I mean, I shoot literally on either side of 100 every time I play. I mean, I'm like a 98 to 104. Like, that's my range.
But you got to play actual rules whenever you're playing with those PGA guys, right?
My brothers and I and my buddies, we always play like ball and hole. I don't understand how people play this, like, pick it up bullshit. Like, how do you know your score if you don't put it in the hole?
Because I'm not a pro. Who gives a fuck, dude?
You're right.
Hey, where's the
only
ball?
way to get better.
Hey, where's the ball? It's somewhere in this area. Well, I'm not spending the next 10 minutes looking for it.
Nope.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna drop.
We'll
one,
drop
right?
and take a stroke.
Nah,
though. Just take a.
You drop it, you take a stroke. Yeah.
I mean, okay,
though. It's
maybe.
right there.
I don't know.
You'll never know your score then.
I mean, you tell me. I don't keep score when I go out most of the time. You know what I mean? It's just like, I feel
No,
like.
I'm sick of all these dudes where I'm like, how are you as a golfer? What do you shoot? They're like, yeah, I shoot mid to high 80s. And then I'll go out there and I'm like, okay, let's play. And then we'll play real, and it's 102. And I'm like, don't bullshit me, man. You don't shoot at 80, mid to high 80s.
See, what I do
Piece
is,
of shit.
like, I won't. You're right. They are pieces of shit.
Everyone lies.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't. Like, if I hit a ball into a high grassed area that is not out of bounds, but we all know my ball is in that area, okay? I'm not doing it, okay? I'm not like a little puppet looking for this little fucking thing for the next 15 minutes. I don't have time. Who has the time to do that? So I'll drop one in there, though, okay? And I'm hitting this. If I was to get a birdie on that hole, I would not count it. How I keep score, though, is I'm like, got 2 birdies today, had like a par, and then what you do for the other 6?
Like shit?
That could have been any. That's how I play. And people don't love it, but I'm having a great time out there. And also, I'm never finishing 9 holes either. It's 6, 7 holes, and then I'm probably out of there. So
Never finishing
I'm kind of, buddy. Who has
Never
the time?
finishing 9 holes?
Who has the time, JJ? It's so long out there. Let alone if you're waiting behind somebody and then there's people on your ass. It's like, I get very uncomfortable. I can't do it. But it would be great to just be able to sit out there in Arizona, hike up Camelback Mountain,
man.
have yourself a little Aussie eye, do your thing,
Sure.
and then go out there with John Rahm and hit the Phoenician, out there. It'd be good. Maybe one
Come
day.
on down, Pat. Come on down. Come on down.
I am thinking that that's potentially a place where the wife and family and I are going to retire at out there in Arizona.
It is awesome.
It is so cool out
The
there.
weather just broke. It's a high of 82 today.
Ooh.
When you wake up in the morning, it's 63, 64.
Oh, you see your breath still. You see your breath out there when you're drinking your coffee?
Not this morning, but it'll come. It'll come.
Kind of sucks.
It's beautiful. Jim Irsay's down here all the time. Mr. Irsay's down here all the time.
Refs, got to fix them. How?
What? I don't know how. I mean, trust me, I wish I knew the answer. But what a tweet. What a tweet. I love to see it. I absolutely love to see it.
Yeah.
That he's just going to just reckless with it. Just go ahead and throw it all
Reckless?
up.
What?
Yeah, they pulled the thing
No,
wrong.
this is cerebral.
No, in a good way.
Calculated.
In a good way.
holding call.
In a good way.
It sound like it.
I would love to see it all fixed. I mean, I'm still blown away that we have Hawkeye technology and everything. We can see where the tennis ball landed on the court to the millimeter the second it happened.
Wow.
But we
Hold on.
got sticks and freaking chains, and I love the chain gang. The
Love
chain
it.
gang are some of the best guys on the planet. But come on, I mean, let's get in the 20th century, not even the 20, whatever one we're in.
Yeah, the chain gang, we don't take anybody's jobs. You know, we're being blamed for that already enough. Don't like that at all. Okay, love the chain gang, still be there. Celebration. Have them walk out there, cool. But that needs not be the actual answer.
Yeah.
We need the answer to be elsewhere. And allegedly, that Hawkeye technology you're talking about with tennis, not every tennis person believes it.
That's our shit.
Nope.
Not
Some
every
sort of
tennis person believes it.
Birds thing.
I've been telling you.
Whoa.
I'm telling you. I've been told by a tennis player.
Who?
I think it was McEnroe.
It was.
I believe so.
I think it was McEnroe who told us. He said, now there's questions on whether or not that's accurate, and everybody just acts like it's God. Everybody just like, yep, that's it. And I guess there's been some tennis players who have seen it with their own two eyes, clearly, professional tennis players, and then the replay ends up screwing them, and that probably has happened to a few people, and they're like, that's not real. Like, this ain't. So just one thing leads to another. So allegedly, there is some chatter about it not being. Yeah. I know we were
We need to get some video. We need to do some independent research. Put a video down the line, match it up with all the Hawkeye. I mean, it's a very simple experiment to do.
I'm telling you, we were mind blown as well. Almost cried because it was like because I was saying that needs to be the NFL, like you said, and then they were like, "Oh, that brings a whole nother set of problems."
Are they manipulating it? Are they trying to manipulate the results? Is he saying, or is he just saying it's not that accurate?
I assume the conspiracy fodder is that they're manipulating it, but I would assume that the actual thought is that the technology can't be down to the millimeter every single time. Like, I assume that's what he's saying. I don't know.
The one that blew my mind, literally blew my mind when I found out that they could do this is baseball, in the Doppler technology that they have in baseball, where they can get the spin of the ball out of his hand. Like, they know exactly how many rotations on the way to the plate. I mean, that is literally, I can't figure that out.
Did you see Ginkle? I don't know what Ginkle had. I don't know what that rotation.
Probably fucking 2,500 plus RPMs.
Ginkle was taking that thing from top of the strike zone down to, he was hitting the plate with it. Somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
That thing was gone.
Fucking dropping off the kitchen table.
How are the Phillies supposed to hit dingers when that asshole's throwing the ball like that?
Well, you can't swing at the ones in the dirt.
You think the Diamondbacks are going to win or what, JJ?
I mean, look at what they've done. They sweep the Brewers. They sweep the Dodgers. They come in Philly. I mean, you can't bet against them now. You can't bet against them now, can you?
AQ said the guy named SeaWorld got signed, and it's been a whole different. He said he's been a fan for 6 months, this Diamondbacks fan. I assume you're doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not sitting here acting like I've been some lifelong Diamondbacks fan. I live in Arizona. I've lived in Arizona for 2 years. I support the team in the town that I play in. So yeah, I'm absolutely rooting for
first pitch.
Yeah, why don't you go out there and throw some gas, bro?
Be sick.
I'll throw heat. I'll throw heat. I got no problem tossing some heat in.
Hey, you're doing that charity softball game again, I heard, right?
Yeah, you want to come?
I think I'm busy.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. It's a good out. Immediate no's are better than long-term no's. Just
when is it? When is it?
May 4th.
That's my.
It's gonna be fun.
That's my daughter's birthday. That's my daughter's birthday.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you have a great excuse.
Good excuse.
Maybe
I'll tell you what, kids are the best excuse for anything ever.
Oh, buddy.
This is awesome.
Oh, yeah. I've been learning that. You know what I mean? Certainly need to give an answer to this potential request. Look down at Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you said no.
You don't want it, right? Yeah. Sorry about it.
No, I just got to take care of the little one. I'm on daughter duty today. I'm sorry.
Trying to be a good dad, There's stories about bad dads. Yeah. You want to tell her? She's 6 months old. First one. You're right.
You're not at birthday party territory yet. Wait till you get to kids' birthday party territory. We just went to one the other day, and it's a new world. Never been in this one before.
A lot of this? A lot of this?
Yes. A lot of very interested people in saying hello and meeting, and it's great. I love it.
Just be a normal dad, JJ.
Yeah.
Okay, play it cool.
Oh,
sign
JJ,
autographs.
will you sign my kid?
JJ, please. What was your favorite sack? You ever sack Brady?
Well, they're also all going like this. You know what I mean? I bet you there's.
What do you think about this tush push, huh? How about this tush push play? What do you think?
Small talk like JJ Watt. Oh my God.
One of these dads is gonna see this. He definitely.
You want to talk about me, right?
What? I didn't ask about tush push.
I told you, Jay's been asking dumb questions. And we talked to him. We told him to relax. Brad, big Bears fan. He's got to. That's good for you, and you don't stick out ever. You can really, just kind of.
I go straight to the kids. I go straight to the kids. I'm trying to play with the kids to they had a little water. I love it. It was honestly. Now, because I know somebody's going to see this. It was a great birthday party. I really enjoyed it. But they had water tables, and I just went straight to the water tables, playing with kids at the water table.
What the hell is a water
Great
table?
time.
What's a water?
Where you just like, it's like a little setup and it's got a top on there, and then you just put the hose in there, and like so the water goes through like the pinwheel and just like falls down and everything. Kids fucking love it.
What do they do? Is bat it?
Yeah, kind of just play in there. You get cups in there and they splash and maybe get like a frog.
Waste so much time. Yeah, you get a good 45 minutes out of a water table. Easy.
Oh, nice. And then we got to sub in something else immediately afterwards. But we're not worried about that right now. Hey, does AQ go to any of these birthday parties that you go to? Is he asking any stupid questions?
I think I'm busy.
No, I still got to get together with AQ. I still haven't seen the Fight Club. I honestly don't know if I want to be a part of the Fight Club or not. That's just
holy shit.
But I do.
JJ, you got to go be a part of this Fight Club.
Yeah. Need you hitting the heavy bag.
Yeah, they just beat the shit out of AQ.
Yeah.
I just don't know, man. It's in a basement.
Very rich
I
guy.
don't know.
Very rich
big
basement. Like your basement. Okay. Big basement.
Yeah, there are no basements here, which was the first thing that threw me off. There are no basements here. Nobody has basements.
That's
so
how
this guy has a basement is something new. Yeah, he's got a lot of money.
Yeah, this guy had to dig into the desert to build this Fight Club, and they do it every single week. I would like you to go in there because I guess there's a drill they do. I get video of it every once in a while, where AQ's just standing on a wall, and these guys just line up one by one, and they try to take him down. He's just getting trained by these guys. One guy comes up, tries to dump him on it. Yeah. And then that guy walks out.
Tries to dump on him?
And then next guy comes in, tries to dump him.
Oh.
And then that guy walks out.
Yeah, I have to be a part of this. This sounds fantastic.
They're saying you're the caboose.
Why would I not want to get trained on in what the hell?
Why'd you have to retire from the NFL again, AQ?
That's the thing. That's the you could go
What's
last.
AQ wearing during this?
Nothing.
Spanx.
I mean, did the term train throw you off, AJ? Is that what happened there?
Because they are training in there.
Well, I'm worried about your neck, first off, AQ. And
Don't worry about my neck.
Your
Don't worry about my
backside
neck.
as well. I don't know what's going to happen to you.
Well,
people get your back, they choke you out. You're paralyzed.
Pat,
for life.
did you see me go to the ground on that?
Until the last guy. Last guy came in and
Yeah,
got
I'm
him.
tired.
But then AQ ended up being up on top of him. He put that thing on him at the end. He did roll.
Got him.
Was the last guy that said
He
something?
did what now? He did.
Yeah.
He did what now?
He put that thing up on. Yeah, he was. So the first guy came.
Teabag.
First guy came.
We have this
Sure,
footage.
that's the most disrespectful move you can do.
We got the footage. We got footage.
They're not disrespectful.
For real. I thought he can't. I don't want him to break his neck. I thought he can't grapple. What are we doing?
Can't break your neck if you never go down. That's pretty much what's happening. He's just standing up against this wall throwing these.
Was it a
shit.
centipede?
I think there's like dentists that come in there.
Yep.
Like lawyers that come in there. They're like, oh, let me go ahead and rough this guy up.
Think Lil Baby shot for a takedown on him recently.
Yeah, Lil Baby. They tried to shoot for a single leg.
How'd it go?
He just sat out. He didn't
Pretty
get,
well.
AQ didn't let him get in close enough. Who knows how it ends? But he threw that guy, and he threw the other guy. I mean, it's a real deal.
So are you like a gimmick, like a petting zoo? Like, hey, come in and see our resident NFL player. See if you can take him down.
No, I mean, they're making a mockery of this. There's legit fighters there, former UFC fighters.
Jay Glazer.
Now there is some doctors. There is.
So you're like a big dancing bear.
But most of these people have some fight experience. I mean, like big time fight experience.
And then what? What have I said that's
And they couldn't take you down? You're better than big time fight experience.
Well, these guys are all these guys are 170 pounds, and I'm still, Pat, he argues all the time that he can still throw me around. I can't wait for this day.
Yeah, I'm going. Wait till I get the boost of that train.
I'm still 250.
Me and JJ
still
coming in
250,
together.
JJ.
Me and JJ coming in together.
Oh, 3.
Yeah.
Three-man train on him.
Yeah.
2 on 1.
You could win a UFC fight?
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm not getting taken down, JJ. Let's just say that.
Against a wall. It's him in a wall, bro. He just locks these calves. Have you seen his calves? He locks these calves in, and he's just. He literally becomes
calves are
one
serious.
with the wall.
Yep.
And these little doctors are coming up.
Look
and
at that. Jeez.
Holy shit.
Is
JJ.
something wrong?
Yeah, JJ.
Good luck.
Yeah. I'm
is
thinking
in
he's okay.
I'm jealous of that. That is a damn good looking calf.
It is.
That is a nice calf.
Thank you.
And he's working on them in that basement.
Thank you.
Yep.
They're only getting better. So it's you should
Good
get,
calves are a sign of a pretty good athlete. An offensive lineman, when you got those calves, you're pulling around the edge. It's a good looking calf. Thank you. Good
the
for
sound you heard was his forehead banging into the microphone because that's literally how he just says, yeah. He just headbutts.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good calves, hard head.
For.
Guys from Pittsburgh.
you. Yeah, beautiful.
You
How are
should
your
go-
calves, Pat? How we working with those?
You know the deal. I got plates down there. Yeah, I got that. You know the deal. JJ, you knew that. Ass too. That's another. You know what I mean? Big ass, big
Do
calves.
you do calf exercises, or is that just 100% natural?
I think
It's a debate.
We know
Some people think you can't work on your calves. Some people
Calves
think
and traps are both pretty genetic.
Really? What have I been doing?
You can work on them both, but I think calves. I've told you before. I can show you a kid's dad if I see both their calves.
You get implants.
Oh, okay.
Those aren't real. Drama called those out.
For real, it's super genetic.
All right. JJ, thank you, buddy. You stayed too long today. Are you
thank you, guys.
Are you on CBS this weekend or no?
I sure am. Anything you guys want me to toss in there?
Oh, maybe some words. Oh,
Here we
like
go.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, good calf breakdown would be good.
Argo Land.
Yeah, have you heard?
I'll toss a calf comment in there.
How about Argo Land? Have you heard about this? 155 million years they've been looking for it. We fucking found it.
I caught about 3 minutes of this conversation. I did not catch the whole thing, and it put my brain in a blender.
But we
What happened?
We found it.
Found it.
We
What does
found
that
it.
mean?
What
Found it. What does that mean?
Is this a gigantic piece of land? What do you mean? No shit.
It's Argo Land,
Come
JJ.
on.
Come on.
This is disgusting how stupid this
it
show is.
Epstein's?
Washington Post is right about this show. Do you hear us? This guy doesn't even know what Argo Land is.
Wake
Oh,
up.
I heard that. No, I heard that. Oh, yeah. You want to talk athletic? You want to take your pole and shove it? Yeah.
No, that ain't-
I heard it all.
Hey,
I
those
see
people,
it all.
Those people are good people. You know what I mean? Those are good people.
Well,
They're all really good people.
That's right.
Let's move along. JJ, today was awesome. Thank you, pal.
I'll defend it. I'll defend the show. But I get the vibe. I won't defend it. I'll be cool.
Be cool, dude.
I'll be cool. Yeah, whatever.
They were running their mouth, though, weren't they? They were running their mouth. JJ, they were running their mouth.
I mean, it's like people are just actively trying to find bullshit.
A little smack in the mouth, maybe. Is that what you're saying? Some of these people need? Well, good calves, good ass, maybe a smack in the mouth.
I mean, yeah, that's the beauty of sport. You go out there and you settle it on the field. You get hit in the mouth. We'll find out who's better, who's worse. Sometimes you lose. That's the way it goes.
Hell yeah.
But sometimes you win.
Sometimes you do. And those things.
You can get a better look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a bull's ass. But wouldn't you rather take the butcher's word for it?
Hell yeah.
Have a great day, guys. We'll see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, JJ Watt. Wow. That was really profound, JJ.
Good work.